Hey everybody, I'm Benjamin and welcome back to my video reviews. I apologize that my video reviews haven't been as, the lack, I guess, of reviews at the past few weeks, mainly because my personal life has been very busy as of late. I've recently moved into a new flat, as you can see behind me, and as well as I had my parents come down to visit me, and as well as starting a new job and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So the past few weeks have been hugely busy. But, yep, I'm back now redoing these video reviews for your viewing pleasure. And I have a lot of ones that I have seen recently that I'll be doing video reviews for. So those will be posted online over the next few days. So keep a lookout for those. So for this very first one, I will be doing on the new Isabel Coixet. I probably butchered her last name wrong, so forgive me. New film, the comedy drama Learning to Drive. And let's get right into it. Now, I haven't really seen much of Isabel Coixet, and again, I apologize if I butchered her name wrong, so forgive me. Films, I know most of them, like My Life Without Me, The Secret Life of Words, and I think some of the ones I have seen, I know for a fact that I have seen of hers, is a film called Elegy, which I thought was a really wonderful little film that starred Penelope Cruz and Ben Kingsley, who just happens to also be in Learning to Drive alongside Patricia Clarkson. And from what I understand, it's kind of also a change of pace for her as well, because this is sort of more of a comedy drama. So I thought, okay, that's sort of interesting. So in that regard, I thought I'd try to check it out. So overall, I thought Learning to Drive was a pretty solid film. It's not anything kind of groundbreaking or amazing in any type of way. It's just a pretty solid, decently made, at times funny and at times quite touching little film. But I think what made this film really work for me was, of course, the performances between Patricia Clarkson and Ben Kingsley. And actually their characters' friendship is kind of the main driving force of the film. And I actually thought they did a really good job at sort of conveying that as sort of these kind of two polar opposite people, as you got sort of Patricia Clarkson playing this kind of neurotic writer who's going through divorce, and Ben Kingsley as this taxi driver slash learner driver from India who's just about to get married. And the film sort of, like, even though they're two completely opposites, and they're kind of thrown into this sort of situation together, and as during the course of the film we kind of see their friendship blossom, and they kind of in a way kind of learn a lot from each other about life and love and relationships and all that. And to me, that is what I think really worked the best for the film, and to me is the strongest aspect of the story. And I thought Patricia Clarkson and Ben Kingsley both did a really good job at their performances. They both give really nice performances, and it's also pretty well made as well. Like, it's a decently directed film, and the script is solid, and I can definitely see why this film was a crowd pleaser when it played at the Toronto Film Festival. It definitely is a crowd pleaser in a lot of ways, but at the same time, though, it does have a bit of an edge to it. So it's not like, too mainstream or anything like that. I guess for a lot of people out there who have seen a lot of the director's films, I guess you could say this is probably her most mainstream film. Like, even though I haven't seen much of her work, but I thought in a way it is mainstream, but it still has that sort of very much that indie edge to it as well. That sort of stops it from being, too coy or sentimental or cheesy or something like that. But to me, and also, of course, the performances of the two leads, who I thought were really strong. So overall, I think, yeah, Learning to Drive is a pretty decent film. Like I said, it's nothing particularly amazing about it, and it's a good little film to, like, watch on a Sunday afternoon. It's breezy, it's likable, and it's an easygoing watch, I would say. Like I said, nothing amazing, but perfectly decent film. And in terms of, sort of negatives about the film, like I said, it's just, even though it's a nice little film, there's particularly nothing sort of unique or original about it that sort of makes it sort of stand out among the sort of the indie comedy films that are sort of out there at the moment. But at the same time, though, I do give the film credit because in the film, Ben Kingsley's character is a Sikh. He's a guy who's practices the Sikh religion, and I thought that sort of I've sort of heard about. What I really liked is that the film kind of delved into that because I'm not really all that too familiar with this particular religion, and I like that the film sort of delved into that a little bit, and the show and as well as kind of the struggles that a lot of people of the Sikh faith sort of deal on a day-to-day basis, kind of from racism and intolerance and stuff like that, because you get that a lot in this film as well with Ben Kingsley's character and kind of Patricia Clarkson kind of witnessing that firsthand. And I thought when it came to that aspect, the film actually did a pretty solid job. I would have liked to have seen it sort of delved into that a little bit more, but I think it did well enough for what it did, but it would have been nice to have seen more of that. And also some of the supporting characters, you kind of like Jake Weber and all that, I kind of wish the film sort of gave them a bit more to do. But to me, the main focus really is the two main characters played by Patricia Clarkson and Ben Kingsley. So overall, Learning to Drive is a perfectly solid film. Again, nothing particularly amazing. And I'd say it's worth a watch. Maybe not the rush out to the cinema to see, but one, if it pops up on Netflix or something like that, definitely I'd say it's worth a watch. So if I had to give Learning to Drive a rating, I'd give it about 3. And I'd say it's worth it. It's a decently solid film. So yep, that's the end of my video review of Learning to Drive. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and keep a lookout very soon for more video reviews that'll pop online very soon, so keep a lookout for those. And I got a lot of really good stuff lined up, so you'll definitely have to stick around to watch those. And I'll see you all later. See you everyone. Bye.